Welcome to video tutorial number 6, which shows you how to properly insert notes into the text area of your chapter. In your text area, you will at times need to insert notes. And notes need to be inserted into your text area anywhere that you use a direct quote, which needs to be shown as a direct quote by using single quotation marks, and directly following that quote a note will need to appear. And the way that you do this is to place the cursor exactly where the note number needs to go. Go to the References tab and choose Insert EndNote. This will automatically transport you down to the Notes section, and this is where you're going to type in your notes. Now, to get back to the same area, all you need to do is double click on the note number, and it transports you exactly to the location where you place the note. As you will notice, all quotes need to have the note number directly following the quote. Another instance that you will need to use a note is if you've paraphrased any information from another publication. Again, place the cursor where you need to place the note. If you are using a note number for a paraphrased item, the note number needs to appear at the end of the sentence on the right side of the full stop. Again, go to the References tab, choose Insert EndNote, and it will transport you to the place in the Notes section where that note needs to appear. And again, double click, and it takes you right back to the area that you placed the note in the first place. One very common thing that will happen when you insert notes into a chapter is that there may be an underline that will appear right below the word notes and extend over about a third of the way across the page. At the same time, on the next page of notes, there will be an additional line right below the header. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of those lines. The way to do this is to go to the View tab and change your view to Draft. The next thing that you'll want to do is go to the References tab and choose Show Notes. This opens up the notes at the very bottom of your page. In the drop-down box, you're going to choose EndNote Separator. If there is a line that appears in your chapter, what you will do in this area is highlight that line and simply hit the delete key. Next, go to EndNote Continuation Separator, highlight a line that appears there, and hit delete. Please note that in this particular chapter there were no lines. This is strictly to show you how to do it if your chapter does have those lines. Now, to get back to the same view that you had before, go to the View tab and choose Print Layout. And that closes that type of view and takes you back to the Print Layout view. Adding a bibliography can be confusing sometimes, so this video will also show you how to create bibliography entries that are to appear underneath the last note. very often you will need to use the bibliography. Now, if any of your notes contain direct references, like for instance, note number 2 in this chapter uses this particular book as a reference. Any referenced material that appears in the notes section must also appear in the bibliography section. They also need to be alphabetized. Now, the way to insert a bibliography is quite simple. Underneath the last endnote, you will simply place your cursor at the closing full stop, hit your Enter key twice, type in the word bibliography, highlight the word bibliography, make it bold, make it a 12-point font, and center it. You can then start typing in the bibliography entries one by one. Also, right underneath the last bibliography entry is where your author bio needs to go. The author bio should begin with simply your name, and then write 3 to 4 lines of information that you want your readers to view about you. And that concludes this video tutorial on how to properly insert notes into the text area. In the next video tutorial, we'll show you how to insert images and image captions into your chapter.